Hi everyone, welcome to your Nail It November training. So this training is all about making the most out of November, ticking off boxes, smashing your training, dialing in on your nutrition, whatever your targets are, whatever your daily tasks are, it's about ticking all the boxes and making the most out of this month. Obviously know that going into December, it's going to be the fun festive season and things might slip a little bit off, might not be ticking as many boxes. Some things have got to give and that's absolutely fine, we understand that. For some people, you might be able to just dial right in through December as well and see great progress. But what we want to do is make sure that November sets you up so well that come December, you can enjoy yourself. And if things do, go a little bit off track, then that's fine. You know that you've really had a successful month here. You've made the most of it. And most importantly, you've enjoyed it as well. We want to make sure that you're feeling confident and feeling like you know exactly what is expected of you this month. So let's get into this training and see how we can nail November. So I'm just going to share my screen here. You should be able to see this now. Don't know why that's not working. Oh. Okay, I think I've fixed it. I'm going to probably need to go through it on the smaller screen because anytime I make it the bigger screen, it keeps stopping the share for some reason. So we'll stick with this for now. You can see it anyway. You get the gist of it. You can also have the PDF open if you prefer to look at it that way. So Nail It November is all about making a big impact this month. We want you to get the most out of this month, tick as many boxes as we were saying. We want you to be thriving in November, okay? It is a bit of a quieter month for a lot of us. We tend to stay in because we're keeping the pennies by, obviously, for all the Christmas shopping. We're not maybe having as many nights out because we know that December is going to be wild. So yeah, we tend to kind of keep a lower profile in November, I think. And for me personally, it's a good opportunity to just get stuck in, get a lot of work done, because I know that obviously come December, we're going to be winding down a little bit. To plan ahead. I start thinking about January even at this time of year. I know it's going to be different for you guys. You're just thinking about countdowns on for Christmas, which is absolutely amazing. So it's something you want to be looking forward to, but you want to make a big impact this month and get the most out of it. You want to develop some good habits. That means that they're in place, and come November, you're not having come December, you're not having to try as hard. It's not going to be as much of an effort for you to get things done. If you've already got some good habits in place, it's going to be a bit more automatic. You're going to have to think about doing things as much. You've already got some good systems in place, so it means that in the lead up to Christmas, you can get the workouts done because you're used to scheduling them in, or you know what's kind of expected of you. You're going to be able to get out for walks or be more active daily because you're used to it. You're used to maybe going out and jumping out for a walk on your lunch break, things like that. You don't really need to think about it as much. And that's going to be really helpful, obviously, if you're eating more food and drinking stuff in December. Then if you're keeping active, then that's going to kind of help with your energy balance. Communicating with your coach, which is me, talking to me, getting used to giving me feedback, letting me know how you're getting on, is going to be really important, because if you struggle through November, well, December's not going to be much better for you, I'm afraid. Whereas if you get a jump start on it, if you let me know if you're finding your workouts too difficult or too easy, then I can amend them, because you're going to be getting the same workouts to take you into December as well. If you are struggling with your nutrition, if you're not really, enjoying what you're eating, if you're not too sure like how you're getting on with your calories and stuff like that, then let me know, because we can get a good head start on that as well. So things like that, just let me know how you're getting on. If there's anything else I can do to help you out, don't struggle in silence. Talk to me, because come December, you're definitely going to be needing my support a little bit more. Get ready for the festive season. Like I said, you want to be feeling good, feeling confident, and just feeling fit and healthy, really. Like that's so important as well. So as we get into the colder season, we're going to be feeling a bit more run down probably. So if you're looking after your health and fitness, if you're feeling healthy, if you're eating well and looking after yourself, then that's definitely going to help, and hopefully means you're less likely to be catching colds and stuff. You're not going to have to be cancelling any nights out or turning up looking like Rudolph. And also look at the abs challenge. So I'll talk you through these. So let's have a look at making a big impact this month. So first of all, don't give yourself excuses. I don't want to be hearing, oh, I've got a lot on, oh, I'm so tired, oh, I've just not had time to do this, do that. this is going to look back to communicating with your coach, but please do not give me excuses like that. I'm so here to help everyone with whatever is going on at the time, okay? So if you feel like you've got too many workouts or something on your plate just now, and you're legitimately got a really busy workload and things like that, I totally get it, I do, but I'm here to help. So don't just suffer in silence or use things as an excuse, because I'm always going to have a solution, and it's annoying, but no matter what you've got going on, I'm here to help you, and I'm here to talk it through with you. A lot of the time, you know the answers yourself. Anytime I've got clients that are like, oh my God, I've just got so much going on, I don't even know where to start. And then once we talk about it, they've got all the answers. You've got all the answers to your problems, really. I'm just here to kind of help you out and draw them out of you. But no excuses, please don't give me excuses. If you're struggling, talk to me, but don't bury your head in the sand, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help, and I'll not be really pleased if you're just coasting by and not asking for help. Create positive habits. This is a biggie. Do your best to tick off the habits that I set you on Trainerize, because they're going to be really, really helpful. Whether it's step targets, it's hydration targets, workout targets, well-being targets like sleep and all the rest of it. These are really, really important. Whatever it might be that you've got in place, really try and tick the boxes and get your positive habits sorted, because like I said, come December, if you've already got good habits built, then it means that you're going to have to try less. It's going to be so much more effortless for you, which is a great thing, which is what we want. We don't want it to be another thing you're having to juggle coming into December when you're already having to, let's face it, do a lot of people pleasing. We do that in December. We're kind of having to show up for people. We don't want to let people down by not coming to parties or not going to get-togethers, especially when it's family. That's quite a tough one, and it's obviously a fun time, but it has a lot of pressure for it as well, to show up and be festive and merry and be there for people, and it does take a lot out of our social batteries. So if you're creating positive habits, and although we're talking about goals, we're talking about well-being as well. Like if you are really focusing on your health and well-being through November, it's going to take a bit of pressure off in December. It really is. So do the best you can to look after yourself this month and just build some really good habits. Get yourself out for some fresh air, get out for some walks, take breaks, get active, get your workouts done, eat well, eat mindfully, and try and nourish yourself as best you can, because it's going to definitely help in the long run. A clear vision of what you want to achieve. I've put roadmap in brackets because you all have these little roadmaps that I make up for you. And if you're not sure what you should be doing or what you're actually working towards this month, then refer back to your roadmap. If you've not received it, let me know, because you should have. I sent link invitations, so you should have got a link directly to the Canva. If you didn't, then please let me know, because I don't want anybody sitting there without really a clear idea of what they should be doing this month. And if you've had a look at it and you're still not really too sure and you're thinking, I don't actually know what I'm going to get out of this month, then talk to me, because obviously I love outcomes and goal-based things. So let's get stuck into that. But don't feel like you're kind of plodding along and not really sure what you're doing. Each week, you should be trying to improve in your workouts, trying to either lift heavier, get more reps out, put more effort in, clear up your form. All these wee things are really important. That's progress in itself. You should be trying to improve on your food and your diet and your nutrition. If you're trying to drink more water, if you're trying to, eat more fruit and vegetables, if you're trying to get more protein into your diet, this is all progress. If you have a calorie target that you're trying to stick to, that's progress. If you have made some nutrition templates, send them my way. I love seeing them. That's definitely progress. Trying different recipes and stuff like that. Having better morning, evening routines, just little things that are part of your well-being. This is all progress. And these are things that are part of your roadmap. So please check them out and make sure you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve by the end of November. And then work your butt off in the gym. That is a big one, right? So come December, we're going to be, overindulging a bit more, having a bit more food, lots of chocolates, sweets, all the rest of it, lots of good stuff, which is class, and I can't wait. But I want you to make sure that you're putting a lot of effort into your workouts in November. I don't think you should be leaving sessions ready to vomit. That's not what I mean by putting more effort in. But I want you to just really, really push yourself in your workout. That should be a little target for everyone. It's also why I've given you an abs challenge as well. I think that if your goal is kind of weight loss and fat loss, we focus a lot on nutrition, and I try not to push that the all or nothing kind of thing when it comes to workouts, because I don't want to encourage that burning calories off kind of idea. You need to train hard to burn calories. You need to train hard to look after your muscles, to look after your body, to look after your joints, to look after your cardiovascular system. These are all important, and it's great for your mental well-being as well. But I just really want you to push yourself in the gym, whether it's your sessions with me. I really want you work hard, whether it's on your own. Just really drive to get some, just squeeze some extra effort into these sessions, and that'll really help make a big impact this month. So let's have a look at some good habits you should develop just now. So steps for daily activity. So whether it's going for a walk, whether it's just getting up at regular intervals, maybe taking up an activity or a hobby that's going to kind of make you a bit more active, something to look forward to. I know definitely the dark nights, I've spoken to a couple of clients about this, it's so much harder to like drag yourself to the gym or do things you would normally do, especially in the lighter nights. You'd be more likely to go for a wee walk or something. It was a bit nicer. Now it's wet, miserable, dark, and we're probably less likely to go out for a walk. Still can be done, it's just less appealing. So maybe you would opt to go for like a wee class in the evening, maybe like a dance class, a fitness class, something a bit different that you've not really done before, or maybe something you used to do and you've been meaning to get back into a long time. That could be excellent, and a really good way just to keep you a bit more active each day. So really hammer the steps as well, because if you're going to be struggling with them, try and get them in during the daytime when it's light and maybe the weather isn't so bad, who knows. But yeah, really push to get the most out of these habits. And whether you get up first thing in the morning, maybe you go on your lunch break, maybe you take regular intervals and go for a quick 10-minute walk, whatever it might be, really make an effort to do these, because it makes such a difference to just how you're feeling, gives you a wee break away from work, gives you a wee break away from the house and stuff like that, or if you're in the office, or whatever it might be that you've got going on, that's going to make you feel a wee bit better. And it means that come December, like I said, we've already got the habit built in, so it means that it's going to be, less of an effort to get it done. Tracking food and food templates. So really pushing the food templates, because as we go into December, you're going to be having a lot more choice and a lot more options. So if you find that you're getting a wee bit overwhelmed, then it might be a good idea to have some templates in place, and you've just got some stuff set out. You might find that it's getting harder to track because you might be having more snacks and things like that. So try and track as much as you can if you are tracking, using MyFitnessPal or whatever. But refer to your food templates if you find that you're struggling. Have a couple made up, have some for the weekends, have some in place if you've got like a night out, and then you say, right, I've had my night out, so this is my post-night out template that I'm going to use, because I know that I've maybe overindulged the night before. So what can I do for the next few days just to kind of get myself back on track? Or if you are tracking, be diligent with it, track everything. If you have a wee bit of chocolate, track it. If you have some snacks, track it. If you have butter, track it. Whatever it is, make sure you're tracking everything and being as accurate as you can, so that you've got these good habits, so that come December, you're used to just popping things in if you have some wee extra bits and pieces. Scheduling your workouts. You're going to be getting busier, things are going to be happening. Make sure you look at your week and see where you can schedule in your workouts. Where have I got time to get workouts done? And if you're finding that you're struggling to schedule them in, if you're really tight on time, let me know and I can give you alternative workouts to do. You might have to accept you won't see as much progress, especially if you've got particular physique goals, if we're trying to develop certain muscle groups and stuff in your body and we kind of need the gym for them. If I start giving you home workouts, you might need to accept that you might not see as much progress, but it's better than doing nothing, okay? So get scheduling your workouts in, and also if you're scheduling in for PT sessions with me, make sure you get on them, get them booked in week to week using the calendar link. And your morning, evening routines. So if you're getting up in the morning and hitting snooze, and oh shit, I've slept in, I've not got time to get my workout done now, or you're just running a bit like a headless chicken, you're not taking time to sort your breakfast and then grabbing something that's not ideal on the go, anything like that, sort out your morning routine, get yourself set up, practice. I know that a lot of time with clients, they think, oh God, I can't get up at 5 in the morning. Nobody's expecting you to get up at like crazy o'clock. If you can get up and get a workout done before you go to work, then that's amazing. And if it's the only time of day that you can do it, then fair enough. If you maybe prefer training in the afternoon or whatever, and you can, then go for it. You don't need to train in the morning, but if it's the only time you can train, then make sure you get it done. Make sure you've got a good morning routine set in place. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You don't need to be up for an hour meditating. It's just maybe for me, it's getting up, doing my skincare, maybe sticking on a wee bit of makeup, having a coffee and going. That's kind of what my morning routine is. Maybe I do a wee stretch or something as well. It's nothing overly elaborate or anything, but I do it every morning and it kind of sets me up for the day. And it's just a second habit now, like second nature. You don't even really need to think about it anymore because I do it so often. And brushing your teeth, you do it every day. You don't really think about it. Same as your evening routine. If you get something in place you can do to wind down the day, might be stretching, foam rolling, a little bit of meditation or something like that. It might be reading your book, might be watching something on TV with your family, whatever it might be that you have to do in the evening. It's going to help settle you down and make sure you're sleeping well. And in turn, sleeping well means you're going to be rested, your body's going to be well rested, and you're going to be less likely to get injuries or get run down or get sick. And you're going to feel better mentally as well. So that's a really big one. These are some really important habits that you should be developing through November to keep you going in December. Communicate with your coach. Now, it's going to be a big one. Let's first of all look at booking a call. Nobody ghost me, okay? I do not want to be ghosted. If I message you, ask you how you're getting on, shoot me a message back. If you're struggling, like really struggling, your plan's just not working with you at all, if you find like you're really up against it, you're not getting things done, you're not eating right, you're not working out, you're not getting your steps done, you're not doing anything, you're not coming to the check-ins, you're not doing your weekly check-in form, you're not kind of participating in the group, and you're not kind of giving me anything, book in for a call. If any of these apply to you, book in for a wee quick call. It can just be a wee 15-minute one on Zoom or on the phone. I don't mind. Just book in for a wee call, let me know what's happening. If you feel like you don't really know what you should be doing, book in for a call. If you feel like things aren't working, book in for a call. If you feel overwhelmed, book in for a call. If you feel like you're totally lost, you've lost the plot, you're off track, book in for a call. If you feel like maybe there's a couple of things you want to change, book in for a call. Okay, I honestly don't mind. It is there for a reason, because I only see some of these for an hour at a time a week, maybe 2 hours. Some of these I don't see at all in person because you're online clients. And it's the short amount of time that we might have together, we're kind of getting through your workout and we're not really chatting too much. And it's maybe not a good opportunity for you. Maybe don't feel like it's a good moment for you to tell me what's going on. And that's why I have the book a call link there, because you might not feel that you can chat to me in your session. Maybe, we've not got enough time to go through it, and that's why that's there. So please use it, and don't ghost me because it makes me sad. Make sure you're utilising this. Remember, you're paying for this service. You want to get the most out of it, and that is why I offer that, because I want to make sure I'm as approachable as possible for you. So book in, have a quick chat, and that can be all it takes to set you back on the right track again. That can be the difference between you totally just sacking everything off, burying your head in the sand, or actually having a total U-turn and seeing some real progress and feeling like, oh, do you know, actually I was just totally in my head overthinking it. I do that all the time as well, and you just kind of get caught up in your head, and then you need to just take a wee sit down, go through it, break it down, and everything will just be so much simpler. And obviously with the experience that I have, I can help you with whatever you're struggling with. So book in that call. And if you don't have the link, ask for it. It's in the Facebook group somewhere anyway, but I'll have it to hand if you need it. Leave feedback in your workouts. So whenever you complete your workouts in Trainerize, there's the option to rate your workout on a scale of 1 to 10, from how easy it is to how difficult it is. If you're finding it easy, if you're struggling with certain exercises, you need a form check, leave feedback for me. You can send me videos of you doing work of certain exercises. If you want me to check your form, then that's cool. Please do that. You can send me on WhatsApp, or you can send me on Trainerize. You can leave comments at the end of the workout saying, oh, I really struggled with this exercise, or I feel like I could up the weights. Should I up the weights? Anything like that, leave me feedback. Oh, this was really easy, this workout. Okay, if you're finding it easy and you're not saying anything, then you won't be seeing any progress. If you're finding it too difficult, likewise, you'll find it really hard to progress because you're not able to push yourself as well. So please leave me feedback. because I do read it all. I get all the wee notifications when people complete workouts and stuff, so I can see what's going on this year. Your weekly check-in form. So please make sure you're getting them done. You've got between Friday and Sunday to do it. It takes 2 minutes. Sometimes you don't need feedback, sometimes you do. If you don't need feedback, all you need to do is tick like 2 boxes. Everything's going fine. Cheers fee, sorted. And then that lets me know that you're getting on fine. And I'm like, right, okay, they're smashing it, everything's good. They don't need any help with anything. If you're maybe struggling with something, that's your opportunity to say, or provide some extra feedback and say, look, I would love a bit more help with how to get more protein in my lunches or something like that. Or I feel like my workout, I could do more in my workouts, or I'm struggling with my workouts, or anything, absolutely anything that you might be struggling with. Put it in the form, and that's a really easy way for me to be able to see what's happening with you. And then it also gives me ideas for the fortnightly calls. So I have them every 2 weeks. It would be class if you could attend them. If not, then I record them anyway and you can watch them back. Or if there's anything in particular that you've got in your form that you want to be brought up in the call, that's your opportunity to put it in there. Say, oh, look, could you mention this in the call tonight? I think it would be helpful for a lot of other people. That's why I do that as well, because more often than not in the check-in forms, everybody's giving me the same kind of feedback. These are all going to be similar stuff. And if I see something that comes up a few times, I'm definitely going to be putting it in the call. So it means that it's just a good opportunity to speak to everyone at once. And you'll be like, oh, do you know, I've been struggling with that. That's so handy that that's been brought up. It might be something that you haven't even thought of yet, and then it's brought up and you're like, oh, do you know what? That might be happening to me at some point, and you'll remember it and you'll know to refer back to it for next time if you're struggling with that. So please use these things, use all of these things, because they're really important, and that's what helps me help you. And then last one, get in the groups on the Facebook group. Please keep sharing stuff. These have been really, really great for sharing ideas, sharing recipes, sharing advice, sharing food templates, for sharing motivation, all that kind of thing. If there's anything you're struggling with and that you might not want to ask me about, you're more than welcome to go into the group with it, because like I said, everyone's going through similar stuff as each other. So if there was something that you brought up and says, guys, anyone get any good like high protein snacks that I can start using, because I feel like I'm getting quite peckish between lunch and dinner time, but my protein's still quite low. So rather than having a bar of chocolate or a biscuit, what could I have instead? And then someone else might have been having that similar situation to you, and they might be able to share it. Just get in the group, share, because it really, really helps everyone. Get ready for December. So think ahead, what's coming up? Have you got certain nights out coming up? Have you got social events? Have you got things for the family? Like kids have got stuff on at school? Is there things that are going to be taking up more of your time? If there is, then talk to me. Say, do you know what, I think I'm going to be struggling with my plan in December because it's quite demanding and I'm managing it just now, but I know that I'm going to have a lot more going on in December. What's some things that I should do to make sure that I'm still going to see progress, but I'm not going to be stressed out of my box? Yeah. And I'll say, well, what we could do is maybe cut down your workouts from 3 to 4 and go for an extra walk that week. Walk an extra 3K or something. Simple. Okay, you could probably manage that. It might be vice versa. The steps are too high, then maybe just do a wee quick HIIT workout instead. Smashing. I feel like my calories are going to be really restrictive for me this month, or I'm going to struggle on certain days to stick to them. What can I do when I've got a night out, for example? I still want to see progress, or I don't want to see myself gaining more weight. What can I do? I really want to be smashing my workouts. Is there anything extra that I can do to make the most of my gym time, even if I'm going to be out celebrating and enjoying myself during December? Okay, so look ahead, think about what's coming up. Let's get a plan of action, okay? Let's get something in place. Tell me the now, because now's the perfect time for me to start getting you ready as well, until it gets to like, the first week of December's gone and you're like, by the way, and I'm like, right, okay, be frantic, getting your plans together, okay? So get a plan of action ready. You can ask me for help. I'll absolutely help you get something organised for December. Remember, your training plans aren't going to change in December. Whatever you're doing just now, you're going to be doing the same. You'll already be familiar with it. You'll already know what you should be doing. So that's one less kind of stress. But if you feel like, there's going to be too much for you to juggle, then let me know and we can get something organised ahead of the time. Ask questions, ask. Just, get ready to make the most of the last couple of months of this year. It's been such a quick year. And I hope that you've been pleased with your progress. If you haven't, you don't need to write it off yet. There's still a lot that can be done, especially during this month. So ask for help if you need it. Ask for ideas, ask for suggestions. Just don't be afraid. Don't ghost me, like I said earlier. I'm not going to be like disappointed if you've had a kind of shitty month or you've not really seen much progress or whatever. Like I said, I'm here to help. So please ask for help if you need it. Okay. And then the abs challenge, get involved. It's going to be good. Less than 5 minutes a day is all you need to do the abs challenge. You can do it as many times as you want per day. If you want to do a solely abs workout, you can do it 3 times through or something like that. You'll be able to see the full 28 days in advance. So obviously you can just do it day by day. Preferably do it day by day, because if you start letting all the days add up and say, right, I'll just do them all together on Sunday or on the 7th day or whatever, well, surprise, all the exercise are combined on the last day. So that'll be an extra long workout for you. It's great to do if you are struggling for time and maybe not getting workouts done. You say, right, actually, at least if I get this abs workout done, I've done something today and it's better than nothing. Absolutely. It's going to get you moving. It's going to challenge you. It's going to maybe give you some different exercises to do. And you guys always like asking for abs. So it's just something that maybe we don't really pay as much attention to. We go, you know, that way when you get to the end of your workout and you say, I'll do the abs when I get home, as if whatever. So you can even add it on to your workouts at the end, and it means you're making a point of doing it rather than, I'll just sack that off. Trying to give you some fresh new ideas, a wee challenge, a bit of fun, but something that help kind of reassure you that at least you're still getting stuff done, even if work is a bit hectic or you're not getting your workouts done as much. You can save them and do them anytime, although it's for November. You can do these exercises whenever. It's quite good if maybe your motivation is dipping a little bit. These challenges are great just to give you a wee extra boost and give you something to aim for. So even if it comes into December, you're more than welcome to do it again. These are yours to keep. You can do them whenever you like. And then tag me for accountability. So if you do a couple of reps or something, video, stick it on your stories, tag me in it, put it in the Facebook group, let me see who's completing it, and keep each other motivated. And I'll keep you accountable as well and see who's doing what. All right, guys, so that is pretty much everything to help you nail November, get a great month, get the most out of it, feel productive, see progress, and feel confident and buzzing going into December. And just feel like, you know, you're organised and ready for it. You're not panicking, you're not worried about going off track. You're just going to feel good and feel like you're seeing some real results taking you into the end of the year. All right, guys, so I hope you found this useful. If there's anything that you need help with, please let me know. Remember, I'm booking for calls if you need help. And use all your points of contact, your check-ins, all the rest of it. Rely on each other in a group, ask each other for help. And yeah, let's have a crack in November.